is probably one of the best places that someone homeless can pick. Sometimes this is the best that you've got, you know? Sleeping on a bus stop leaves you wide open. There's no shelter.
Abandoned spaces like this offer more than concrete and quiet for people like Angie. It's the best she can find while surviving alone on the streets of Jacksonville.
How long has it been the best for you in this situation when you were living on the streets?
2, 3 years, maybe 4 years. It's difficult. It's really difficult.
Even in the Sunshine State of Florida, the sun is not always shining everywhere. At some places like Jacksonville, one of the largest cities in the United States, it's people like Angie who are struggling severely, living on the street and trying to rebuild, but knowing that the journey is still ahead of her.
Once homeless, Angie's now taking steps to rebuild her life here at Sulzbacher Village, a transition housing facility for women and children fighting to stay off the streets.
I didn't have a strong support system, and I would work a couple jobs at a time if I could, but it never really amounted to what I needed to amount to. And there wasn't really anybody that I could ask for help. And when one situation happened, everything sort of plummeted altogether.
Homelessness impacts more than shelter. It also takes a toll on one's mental health.
Mentally, how did that affect you or change you in a way that you
It
had to be
emotionally
present?
breaks a person down. They develop a hostility of sorts, an aggressive nature whenever it comes to trying to get things done because they're so desperate. If a person comes in dealing with their daily struggles, and it's hard to conduct oneself because they're so worried about everything that they're going through at the moment, that it's hard to stay grounded.
So the face of homelessness has changed. The percentage has shifted much higher to what we consider to be crisis poverty, which really means somebody can't afford where they're living anymore and they don't have a support system, so they end up in homelessness.
You can never plan what's next because you're fighting every single night just to know that you have somewhere to go, somewhere to sleep, a meal or a bed.
But just as the struggle for stability grows heavier, hope isn't out of reach. Here at Sulzbacher Village, that relief came through the Care for Humanity project, an ongoing initiative of the Iglesia Cristo Church of Christ in partnership with the Felix Manalo Foundation. Built on compassion and love, the event welcomed those in need with care packages filled with groceries, a warm meal, even extending assistance to the facility through eggs and cooking oil for their kitchens, and something else just as essential, a sense of belonging. It was a day of recognizing the residents' struggle and responding to it with love.
I appreciate the Church of Christ coming. I didn't realize the presence that they had kind of all over the world. Thank you so much to the church.
Everybody was so friendly. They were so nice and just welcoming. Grateful for every little bit of help. I really am. And it's nice to know that I'm not alone. I really appreciate this, being seen.
Is that enough for you? How long will that last you for?
For those who came, the impact was deeply personal. Some found comfort, others felt seen, and many left reminded that they're not alone.
Sometimes be challenging, so it's been a very, very big help for us to be able to feed my family.
I really did enjoy myself, though. I forgot about everything. Yes. I haven't thought about none of the bad things that's been going on, so it was joyful. I thank y'all for praying for me.
For what Care for Humanity does is it's amazing, and I had no idea how far-reaching y'all actually were. For a group to come in and then kind of just feel loved on and cared for, that, hey, I'm not forgotten. There are people out there that really do care. They're not looked down upon because they happen to be in an unstable living situation.
And for others, it was a moment of hope, proof that someone cares and things can get better, like Angie.
It's a reminder that not everything is bleak and desperate and depressing, you know? And it's the hand, reaching out a hand, you know? Thank you for everything you've done, because it makes a huge difference. And knowing that I have somewhere to reach out to, so things are looking up, they're getting better, slowly but surely.
This work of compassion extends beyond Jacksonville, reaching even the tourist capital Orlando, where families may take vacations, while many low-income families are facing daily struggles. And at the Boys and Girls Club, families affected by rising inflation received crucial support during another Care for Humanity event.
An event like today definitely helped a lot of people because it saved them from having to go far to buy groceries. Definitely helped save them in their financial part. And part of what the church does, and part of what this event is to care for humanity, care for people. I think that this has been a great opportunity for a lot of people to come out and receive, and as well as for the church to share the mission.
Through the Felix Manalo Foundation is able to help our fellow men. And so here today in Orlando, here in the neighborhood of Taft, serving the neighbors and also those who are clients of the Boys and Girls Club, uniting also with all of our other brethren and the church administration. We are giving away grocery packs to those who are in need.
Seeing those smiles of those who receive relief, care, and deep concern from the Church of Christ, it's a glimmer of hope for them. And to be able to see also that this work is not only happening here in the Sunshine State, but throughout the world. It's an action of faith, of love, that the Church of Christ continues to fulfill. Because as long as there's people in need, the Church of Christ will always be there. Because this is a church that cares. From Jacksonville, Florida, Michael Robinson, U.S. Care for Humanity, special coverage.